offering is With You For You. So, With You For You started with an ethos where there were a lot of people who had a singular problem which was not being addressed, or rather, if it was being addressed, it was being addressed in a way in which we were not as vocal as we would want to. So, the field of mental health is somewhat the one where we understand that there are people out there to help you. It's just that you're not being connected to the right kind of people, or you are being connected to the right kind of people, you just don't want to be connected. So trying to meet the demand gap that exists there, especially in the Indian market. um, Talking about the Indian market in particular, mental health is one topic which we've continued to negate over the past few years, especially during the time, if we remember that the Sushant Singh Rajput case thing became a big deal. Everybody started to speak up about what mental health issues they were facing. If we need a celebrity to pass away to talk about a mental health, it is not a good country that we're living in, especially in a country where 60 crores is the maximum ceiling limit which the country's government is willing to spend towards mental health out of the total public health expenditure. The kind of dilemma around starting a mental health startup is that it might not be profitable. But to understand the part where I felt that I will come in, it is that I feel that me and Manya, especially Manya with the passion about trying to reach as many people as possible to make it as facilitated as possible, and me trying to make it as economically and financially feasible. We understand that there is a demand to be met, and how to meet that profitably is something which we have pondered upon. So the app is listed on the Play Store. You guys are welcome to download it. You can learn more about the app there. I'm not going to take up the time of the people who have assembled here, but just to give a very brief idea of what it is about. It has a list of professionals who we have verified personally through as many procedures and as many advisors that we could get on board as possible. So we have taken whether they're allied with with certain communities, say the LGBTQ community, or talk about people who have Asperger's syndrome, or we can talk about people who have a history of alcohol abuse. So trying to cover different kinds of demographics is what we've pondered across, and especially in a field like this, we have come across a lot of skepticism as well, which we have completely overcome. We have done our closed beta testing, and we have emerged victorious when it comes to that. We have various features which as you will download the app, you'll understand that there is a daily task feature which tries to eliminate the lethargy during a day, which is a major contributor to various social disorders, as well as mental disorders. So we have tried to make it as articulate as possible so that we reach out to the masses in the way that we have always intended to. Um, as a student entrepreneur, that has been my journey to try and identify a problem which is so difficult to execute like profitably, yet makes an impact which I feel is important to be done, especially by a person from our generation. Um, like I feel that we are the first generation who tries to understand that mental health is as important as physical health, and that is a major contributor to what I feel in a philosophy in general. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Let's move on to the question answer session. Also, we have Adarsh. Adarsh, you
Yeah.
can ask.
Hi, Siddharth. First of all, it's really nice that people are working in that genre. So my question is, there are lots of pairs in the market like Better Life and all these. So what separates your business from them, and what are your future plans?
Okay, so addressing the competition part first. So wherever if you've used Better Life or if you've used Good Therapy, you'll see that the kind of information or the kind of people who are available to you are not personalized enough so that you could reach out to them on your own. So say for example, this becomes a platform where you get your first interaction with a mental health professional. in order to facilitate that kind of interaction of you with someone for the first time, to ensure that the market expands in a way that it becomes more familiar to you, that say for example you want to reach out to an LGBTQ allied professional, that is only possible when you have data for that. So Better Life has not reached out to, or I'm not going to take one name in general. Various platforms have not reached out to people or professionals in general in a way that it catches why the demand is absent. So that is one thing which we have got. Further, the features that I have not mentioned in detail are something which differentiate us from Better Life and Good Therapy at a much greater extent. The kind of features that I was talking about involves a grief journaling. So when you grief journal, you get to know what emotion you felt the most during a particular month, and that helps to contribute to understand what kind of control mechanisms you need to put in place for yourself. So say that you felt angry the most period and the most number of times during the previous month, so it suggests you posts for anger management. That is something which contributes to your level of self-care or self-management in a way that none of the other competitors have been able to before. That is just a gist of how we differentiate ourselves, how we plan to grow in the future. In short, to facilitate tele therapy. So teletherapy is one segment